Aggression towards B. Westside's the man who's gotta cut this off, and he'll take both. A beautiful start for the attack side. Route back to B could be open, but with a minute 10 on the clock, GX have no pressure from the time.
Of course, for every side to be desired. A statement victory here, though, and while maybe we start to change our tune. They've always been a team that has been good at making it to champs. Maybe if it is in the most unconventional and unpredictable ways. But Westside, I think he has been consistent. And 3 kills already in this pistol round is not a bad start.
From the day he stepped foot on our stage, he has been a consistent factor indeed. Normally seen with the Sheriff, or back in the old days he was, but as deadly with anything. For Eintracht Frankfurt, the way back in.
One enemy remaining.
Not looking all too likely, and certainly.
Yeah, showstopper in your first buy round. It's used immediately. Jamelinho, the youngster, someone we were highlighting.
Crash against their gates. Now they find Flickless still waiting in that same position as last round, but his wall gets him out. Gets him into another position while the rest of the team works towards C and B. Flickless, same as in the pistol, he is keeping them on this side of the map. He's a thorn in their side, and he's already drawn blood. 2 players left, while GX are sporting no scars. This is about as good of a start to the series as you could have imagined.
30 seconds left.
Right, and a map that they don't play. The only thing against them now is the time. And Azury. Now he does still have a snake bite, but finding any way to use it is impossible, and he's left completely blind. Look at the assist. Pinged up by a paranoia, a snake bite. One of the players that I want to see get going. Obviously making it in the past.
This time, and it's going to be a challenge for GX to deal with, unlike the others. They've got aggression coming their way. Let's listen in for this epic moment.
One down. Listen, he has A. Can we just hold for a second?
Yes,
Vai para si.
Yeah. Close. They're fighting.
On top. One close. Close left.
Spike down. C.
Can you leave or no? One watcher. He's close.
Last
Right on
player
C.
standing.
Why is never spotted?
Here.
I like this. They're just sitting back and playing it as a duo. Not giving him too much to play with. It needs to be instant headshots and, well, maybe even a slice. Is already tagged. And actually, Jamelinho's managed to clear out that final boss of Westside. He's gone. No more lurk. And a lot of players now set up and ready on this A side, which might not be the best thing with the showstopper.
Well, it's fired a little late. MONSTEERR escapes. Nade up to keep them back. Musashi's taking position, though. He's looking for the fight, but he's been found. Jesse and Ara have done remarkably well, but a showstopper in. Jamelinho with a chance to drop at least one. On the rope from Ara! It's a risky play, but in the 1v1, Jesse will have time on his side. This rotate gets him an early plant. The problem is he has no idea at this stage where his opponent's gone to.
He's just unable to connect the shot, and more importantly, Jesse lands the shot very quickly indeed. Definitely a bit of a weird fight to see at the end. The lone defender of the C site. And this B site about to be under pressure. A good opportunity with the Nightfall, and straight through goes Ara. He's left completely blind, but there's not anybody to challenge against him at this stage. And with Westside lurking around that backline, he was hoping to take space off the back of the ult. Instead, he's now under serious pressure.
Might have been a bit of a misclick there from Westside. Jesse's going to pick up one of the pieces, but still too many spilled on the floor. Eintracht Frankfurt, man advantage to play with. Viper's Pit on the retake, covers the spike as well. This has become a headache now that GX have to deal with, and all of their utility is gone, barring one Prowler. Jesse needs to keep this angle if GX are to have any chance of defending the site. And he stands tall with 3 in, looking for more. And the spam from Ned is enough. The Pit now dropped to leave 1 in the open. Jamelinho will not make...
I'm back against tier 2 teams. I fry these guys. They're weekly.
Short-lived success. That's been the story for Eintracht Frankfurt in this game, though. And now, perhaps success is around the corner. 3 players spotted towards the C site, though. An immediate wraparound from GX as they look now to pressure the B site. But of course, that space being filled in. They've left A open this time around, fighting the rest of the map, and it's
already built up now for GX. They have plenty of credits available to them, and the other side wanting to make sure they at least get to play those.
Surely they go back and refight for that, and now they can. Okay, any clearance he does now has to be with his eyes, ears, and his scope in his hand, but the pressure's on now, surrounded on both sides. The first shots whiz past, and nothing on his side lands. Up, down, Musashi gone, the ult, the nightfall, not there. And as the sun soon to set on this half, all hope rests with Fizzy and Monster. 8-4, that's what they're looking for. But it might be so far out of reach. At this point, still having to fight through that pit, still having to deal with Flickless and with Ara up close, coming out of the pit to inject you with some venom. Monster's got to do it all, and well, he'll get the first, but time's against him. Surely it's already too far gone, and net.
But it's been the individuals that have helped drag them through. Reed here's not a bad one, and Westside already with an execution and his friend to back him up will give them a further advantage. A walkthrough on the other side, and Net gets away with.
I stepped.
Let's go, maybe. Watch out, Judge.
They will rebrand
They will hobbit, guys.
Go blind.
Binding now.
Nice, Rian. Come on.
30 seconds left.
Let me go first.
One open door.
Come behind you. Nice, Fizzy. I hold heaven right now.
One down.
VCT.
I'm coming with Rian. I'm with you, fella.
I'm building left.
There. Last player standing.
Very sure that somewhere there was going to be a judge. Like someone on that team has clearly been bitten in the space. Still wary of the box. Westside though has caught out the lurker monster outside C. That means they need to pick up the pace at least a little bit. Now they've lost the lurk on the other side. The B presence is all they have. And honestly, Jamelinho does quite well. He dives in, but there is no follow-up. The remaining two players have shied away towards C, where there is going to be some space.
30 seconds left.
Add space is almost given rather than earned. There's going to be 4 players looking to try and play this as a retake on the GX side, and it's going to be tough to hold.
Yeah, well, they need to fight something, and they've made that realization, at least posturing towards that top of the map.
At least Fizzy has.
The thing is, without going forward, you wait, look at the plant position. It's not for you. Cutting them off from this main, it's the worst place the GX could come from. They have a lot of cover to work with, and now they've isolated you. Both players having to stand their own. Paranoia to start. Fizzy does well, but Musashi's under heavy threat, and the jump peek gets him. Fizzy, the spam could take down 2 with ease, but he'll be caught taking of space by Eintracht Frankfurt, but there is a trap being set by GX. Caught Monster flanking, and now 2 can fight out of Hobbit. They only barely traded out, and the advantage sits with the attackers, and they'll quickly fill in all this empty space thanks to the showstopper.
Jamelinho's done well. 2 kills for him in this round, a spot where he can trade it out either, so he is going to have to go for the retake with this gun. Might be a nasty surprise for one of them, it will be for Musashi. Evening things up, and you can see the time that's being taken by Ara to try and clear those back lines. Make sure there's nobody sat in the flank west side. He's not going to take much damage at all. Manages to dodge the majority of the nade, but he will lose his life on the other side of it. It's now down to Ara. But that's what we need to see. Some of the players waking up and showing some of that level we know is there for them. Flickless. That's a freebie, and it's 2! And then there's no follow-up again. This seems to be a major problem. 2 players sent into the Wolves and nobody looking to try and back them up. 2 players have been able to find a trade. Monster's tag is only for the moment. Ara, I think he's got the read wrong here. Would have to open that door very quickly. Instead, though, Westside in position, but doesn't quite land the shots initially. He's going to fall back off of this. I wouldn't even mind seeing Musashi's ult go in here.
Or Monster.
Yeah.
That's great work by Net. Closer than was expected, even with the reveal going through. The Nightfall finds nothing. 14 seconds left, and it's off! Defense about to be tested towards the B side. They have got a lot of players here at least, and the shock darts did damage early.
Nice start early. Really nice start! Jamelinho! Okay, this is already better than everything we saw in the last map. Maybe it's just a confidence age.
The direction that player being spotted should draw the eye of Musashi, and he doesn't know there's a player up close, but Ara's been spotted now, and on the fallback, Jamelinho's caught the cross. He's continuing to face down mid. He might have gone a bit too far with this one. Never mind. Jamelinho's on fire. It might not be the pistol round, but it's his pistol that's carrying Eintracht Frankfurt.
10 seconds left.
They're trying to clear out this remaining weapon on Jesse. They are hunting him down. He's trying to create isolated fights for himself, and it's the most horrific start ever to a map. Oh, and then they've been caught by everything, but they get an opening kill, the second kill. And now we're going to see Flickless going with the ult, which, it does actually survive for at least a split second, but doesn't really garner too much. A revealed Musashi under some pressure, but the spams will deny them that additional space. Westside trying to find a gap, but that gap is looking to be closed in. It's not closed in. Musashi, though, finds one with the spam. And now they're getting more aggressive. They're looking to try and take over. What is this?
This one not quite so passive.
Oh, Westside's got me just like, what's going on? Bro, why are you this attack side? They will have the numbers when they do eventually go to move, though.
Another flash, doesn't catch, and Ara's up close. Taking down a second. They can even get the spike planted 10 seconds, and it has to cross back to site. A few shots here could change the game, but Jamelinho will be blocked out by the door. Flickless steps forward. He wants to fight. The flash blinds him. The op shot doesn't land, but all the while Fizzy is wrapping around, taking advantage of the chaos, or so he thought. Flickless with one well-placed shot might have locked in another round finally for GX. Another death for Jamelinho. The last man standing swaps to the Guardian. Bullets still ready and raring. Short, the drone's clearing everything, and Eintracht Frankfurt going all in on A main. Now have to fall back quickly. They could lose control of their spawn here. GX could be anywhere at this moment, and so even falling back, even rotating, it isn't really an option. I like what GX have done to chop up this map, but they are a little bit fragmented when it comes to taking the challenges.
The position that Westside has is clearly being considered. Like, the defenders have just put a smoke down deep behind A side. They expect that they're going to be pincered in. These spams! Okay, see you later, Ara. Flickless will now respond. And now they go back towards this side of the map. There's still a couple of players here.
30 seconds left.
They know.
Removed from position. Azury underneath is the one that's in real danger. He needs to try and hold his ground, and he does so. Also has the support. Azury just hasn't been taken out. He's been doing incredible work. And now with 15 seconds left, Jesse, one of the heroes of the previous, he doesn't even know he's being surrounded on the door being broken. Will give the game away, but look at the time, 8 seconds. He's got to try and get this plant down. He's got to try and do it now. But Musashi just jumps, but it's not quite enough.
Gone out just in time to make this work, but it was the isolation of the first fight that I think was really impressive. Dodging the drone, re-tapping the spike, and instantly closing that distance. He completed the second quarter, as it were. Big pressure put on her. They're already deep into the site. Ara's taking full control, and it looks like with the Hunter's Fury coming in a little later, that's made it a real headache for those players pushing out onto short. Free pickup for Westside, but it's the rotation that might be caught. MONSTEERR, if he gets this kill, that's the ult online, and coming from A main, that could be very, very dangerous, and he's found it.
Yeah, the problem is Jamelinho a little bit ahead of the curve.
Last player
Fizzy not winning his battle versus Aaron. It seems like, well, this ult now becomes maybe more of a problem than anything else. It was far enough back that it doesn't matter so much for MONSTEERR, but he's yet to really get himself into this game. It was Jamelinho in the early rounds that was able to get them through. He's still trying to make this one costly. Their own economy is not in the best of states at this point, but he wants to try and tear all of those guns out of enemy hands. And well,
still bringing that energy regardless of the performance. A bit of a change from the previous map, running it down. Flickless, Hunter's Fury's catching him, but it's only the ult removed. The trade perhaps would be happy to make with Ara's position. Finding them at least a foothold, a ground to fight from. No one's breaking the cam. That's a bit concerning. Huge information early and with an Odin. That's going to convert to kills. Mistakes being made. That spam, I think, got Flickless. He's down to 73. The paranoia. Well, he's been spotted now, and whether he could see or not didn't seem to make a difference. Trades the best they could hope for. And with MONSTEERR coming up big, it's only net. He's found himself one, but the spike is down in the open. The door still needs to be broken. 15 seconds to a reveal. He has at least got the time to play with.
Yeah, it still feels like it would have to be a pretty hefty mistake from the remaining two players, but after seeing the Benji Fitchy clutch the other day. I'll believe that anything is possible on this side of the map. Nonetheless, 24 seconds. At this stage, they could just hide, let him take the spike, and it would pretty much be all over. Instead, the walk-up's now being spotted. Molly just to try and slow him down, and it's really annoying. Like, every single time someone enters the site, there's a new cam for them to find. And while westside, the Sensi on the other side, 2 and 12. I don't think I've seen him boomed out of a game like this in a while. Arrow, though, at least takes some space. Some awkward
Maker. That guy's sitting 19 and 6 after the first half. I mean, there is no catching him here, but luckily we got to catch up with him. Tom on MySpace. Is that website still even on?
I don't know.
Pretty sure they turned it off a long time ago, before Jamelinho was born. Westside taking the first, and it will be the death of Jamelinho that kicks off this half. For Eintracht Frankfurt, maybe they can still regain that momentum. Musashi and Monster, the ones to pick up the pieces. Monster's been impressive, but one is all he'll get. And so it's Musashi that has to do it all, standing against the odds, much like his namesake. But this duel, much more difficult with 3 opponents facing you down. 40 seconds on the clock and the spike in the open. He's made the choice to isolate the only fight that he possibly can. The only man who was alone. And although he sends sprinting,
30 seconds left.
it doesn't really help Musashi's position.
All right, gets Jesse out of the back line at least. Flickless waiting with the flash. He's almost lost to that. Dart out. Okay, Flickless is gone. 18 seconds left. That flank is now coming, so it's going to have to be the kills if any.
Incredibly confident with the drone leading the way, getting out of here even. Honestly, he's probably lucky to do so, but it's because he slowed Jamelinho with those Odin shots landing, putting him down to 68. And the run through heaven, even risky. Echo location from that Odin could put him in trouble. But a shot from Jesse draws the eye of the rest. Paranoia to slow them down, but he's now stuck in main. Thing is, they can't cross to him. That Odin's still watching the gap, catching Fizzy as he tries. Jamelinho does his best on low HP. Getting one is good, and the damage done to Flickless. It could help them out, but there's too few on the other side, and dealing with this Odin. It seems to be the biggest challenge of all for Eintracht Frankfurt. 9-6 looking likely. And
I can ult. If you know where someone is, I'm ulting him. Can you be mid lane guy, right? Good B.
Under you! Under, yeah.
Can you just go B?
Yeah, let's go
B, Riyad. We don't even have here, bro. Okay, I can't, so I'm not gonna ult then. You should ult, for sure. I mean, please, like...
Ult, yeah.
We can play around it. We can easily win this round. I've had A play. I think we can go to the B's, but...
Everyone hiding.
Let's go B.
I'm just walking through mid.
Yeah, taking timing.
Nice! I'm holding CT.
They have so far. I'm a tap
Phoenix cross, Phoenix cross. Don't cage yet, don't.
Cage
I will hold my ult. I want for you guys.
I'm going stairs.
keeping market. I'm gonna reveal it and ult.
Wait, I'm gonna jump. Wait. 3, 2, 1. His market still flick.
within their control.
Hunter's Fury, immediate response, that util thrown out. It'll find a tag, but no follow-up. Jamelinho still draws breath. The Hunter's Fury will be quelled. And Hunter's Fury on the other side.
I was looking for Jesse.
Doesn't have any tags just yet. Jesse's safe in the smoke. The snake in the grass, trying to strike, and it's Jamelinho to finally fall.
Eintracht Frankfurt to make their move. They've got to get past Arrow. It's a missed shot, but there's a second player deeper, and that's a spike on the ground. That needs to be retrieved. TP just to join up, but they are running out of time, and they still have to get past westside. That alone, on a normal day, is tough to do.
Well, they need to plant. They need to plant now, and Arrow and westside are ready and waiting. Picks, as fancy as they look, they mean nothing with the time ticking. Sticks, but a bit more structure to that recipe.
All right.
Imagine Jamelinho right away takes Flickless down. That was gorgeous. And the sight seems to be theirs. Brave enough to challenge his Arrow. He's got his op out, and he is looking for a pick. The dash back not even used. It just faded. But he wasn't scared enough to go running yet. He might need even more. Monster finding a pick back. The Blade Storm still there to worry about. Seems like Eintracht Frankfurt might be on for an 11th.
They're looking to try and fight forward into that gun. They want to try and give something over. Musashi with a low HP Odin instead. Jesse with a chance, but Jamelinho patiently waiting. Westside's done well though. Both players about to be revealed. One desperately low on HP who has to try and retreat back from this. And he's got an opportunity to get this to half. The reveal is going to force him off the angle. The fight is not won, and now it's all on Westside, and he's done it! Yeah, there we go.
That's exactly like I said. that's the takeaway. Tough spam on the west side. He's down to 62, but they've got backup. Even when they take him, you'll expect one more player here. The TP from Jesse rooted out. Another found through the smoke of net, and all the danger boosters are going to be happy with that
clip.
one.
I need, no, or just the quote. Just quote Mitch Man. Just like faded to grey. Beautiful stuff.
Eintracht Frankfurt to feel like it's within their grasp. Run it back. The tip of the spear for this round. Credits to fall back on. A loss isn't the end of the run. For GX, catching Fizzy would have been a big deal, keeping that main control, but as they lose out on Ara, it's a bit whiffy from net. Not an ideal weapon to take that fight. The Vandal, on the other hand, for Westside, has proven to be enough many a time, and he'll be shut down on the backside with MONSTEERR on the...
That fight that we saw from net wasn't with an Odin, it was with a SMG at range. Now he at least has a Guardian, still good for the spams, but he also doesn't have shields by the looks of it.
Without those smokes. Jesse has been caught in the flash behind, stops reinforcements, but Jamelinho keeps himself safe in the cloudburst. Beautiful play to put us back to a 4v4. And the mid play from net could be costly. He's looking for space for the early flank on a push that hasn't even started. Okay. And now Flickless does the same. They feed Fizzy one by one. Ara giving it away to Jamelinho and Westside. Another 1v4 on the A site.
You have
be one for the history
Fury.
books.
There's one guy left. Go sit in the back line. Okay, 2-man setup. Okay, we're back to 3-man again. Jamelinho wants to be at the front, and it...
We'll see if MONSTEERR can impress you here today. Already a dive into the B side and deep control taken. Flickless taken out, and damage done to Jesse. A solid start for Eintracht Frankfurt, and now looks like they're going to keep boots on the ground, deep on site, looking for quite a bit of control, quite a bit of a fight. But they can take this together as well. It's the beautiful thing with that door closed as soon as swing comes out here from drop.
Right here.
Oh, everyone except Jamelinho can be traded. They can swing together. He finds his one, all that needs to be done, with the numbers and the herd thinning out. Finally, to put an early stop to that momentum. Ara does well, but he's 30 HP. He needs to be a little bit cautious now.
Already dive into the site. MONSTEERR. It's not a role that he's normally playing with this dive in, but it seems something that he picked up the Phoenix. It looked good. And there's no doubt that he has the aim to back it up. Smokes down immediately. Musashi's well placed, but he doesn't win the fight. They're going to need trade backs. You know what? MONSTEERR's managed to find one. Ultimate's not yet built up, but MONSTEERR's got a second. Playing as that first player forward. Another one for MONSTEERR. He just takes off.
Emerging? Yeah, let's go.
I'll handle this.
Wait, nothing closes.
Passive up, holding you.
Back in a flash.
One more, he's still there.
Don't go die on them.
He's cave, cave.
Okay, you pump.
I plant. You're alone, you're alone.
Okay, they're not picking.
Smoke in 8. Smoke in 8.
You need to smoke something like here.
I can ult it, guys. I can ult it.
Don't have a camera, you know?
I'm revealed.
Can you
I
smoke?
ulti, okay? Ulti.
Slow down.
Nice, I can stun side. Yes, can you stun and slide through? We'll trade you. Standing side.
Wait.
Someone sliding through.
Savan mid.
Side one, left side, boys.
I'll smoke.
Then one more, make close. Can you jump through? We'll trade you. Jump through. Jump through.
One link.
Then I slide. Get on, Jesse. Get on, bro. Get on someone.
Fight, find the box.
Everybody fight. Stick.
Last player standing.
Nice shot. All good.
Little recognition is not.
An unbelievable round from Musashi. The shock darts fired through when they call for the stick. take the kill, put the pressure on, and he isolates every fight, even though they're pushing him together.
That's a crazy Rebel clutch.
Unbelievable.
That's so well done. Like the shock dart to remove a player. This is all theoretical.
They can't prove I stuck my foot out that time. All right, well, GX on the defense. It's time to pick up the pieces of what has been a broken half so far, and they've already found themselves two. Looks like this B defense is being cracked. Much more passive approach. The Op of Ara holding down control, while Flickless is a menace when they take that back site. Nice paranoia, and this puts the pressure on Flickless. Ara might even want to step out to help him. Shock darts coming his way, but a little bit too deep and then a little bit too shallow. And so Flickless stands still strong on full HP. And no pressure really for GX. 40 seconds, and well, they wanted a pick before the plant, and a pick was found, just not by Eintracht.
A 2v4. I like the fact that GX
left.
are just sitting back to play the retake at this point. Now the TP can be used to go to the other side of the map. They've taken the orb from this post-plant retake. I like the idea. It's an ultimate that doesn't have a lot of value in a lot of scenarios. This is one where it could, because it allows Musashi to get into deeper positions. He hears the steps going the other way. Timing is going to be everything, though. Net might just be piecing the puzzle together. If he clears this man, he's got an opportunity, but there goes the first. I think he's going to get traded immediately, though. There you go. Net was the one piece that ruined Musashi's day. And now instead, Azury has to try and clutch versus 3. It's labored. A little bit uncomfortable.
Challenged. The danger. Only theoretical at the moment. That's about to change. The A site being pushed. Musashi challenging a west side who's got a single kill under his belt. He's been unlucky. This time he steps into a shock dart. Right here. Down to half already. And as the smoke fades, Jesse. Oh, he should have been in the sights of the operator! Jamelinho with a rare miss. And it will be costly. Or at least it seems to be. Westside really having a struggle bus of a game.
One enemy remaining.
But it looks like it's all down to Fizzy. We should see that second round landed unless we've got another big clutch. Musashi did it earlier. Same position, differences. As Eintracht look to scale into Flickless. The paranoia is missed. He's got a chance here. It's a bit whiffy to start with. Yeah. The nades got Jamelinho.
Oh, run! Orbital strike. Weirdly, there's not a brimstone on the other side, but either way, Ara's managed to keep the advantage going in their favor. Azury also desperately low. Monster tagged. This is a very good position for GX. It's only really Musashi with any HP. He's had an incredible clutch earlier in the game, but it feels like he almost needs to clutch up here. Now, Flickless is tagged, but a trade isn't really going to cut it. They could still have a huge disadvantage. And while it's not
maybe they don't, but there were no shock darts. There was no low HP player. There was no reason to give that up with Ara taking the fight towards the box like that. It would have been a mistake from GX, as we can see. Round 1, 6-4 now. On this defensive side, they may have taken their time getting here, but they are on their way to neck and neck. Fighting for an even half. Good stun. Just caught Jesse. He's dead to rights.
He's been good as well. Been one of the better players for GX in this series. Had a fantastic first map. Monster still facing very aggressively. Hunter's Fury off context. Got to be careful not to just kill Monster in the process, but it won't. Instead, it gets Westside on the trade. His aggressive position seemed to be known by Flickless, but knowing and dealing, I think the most important thing is holding on to that lead. And although on the map it looked, Ara has been one of the glimmers of hope. The drone comes through, but it was actually Jamelinho ahead of it, trying to really pressure this man, and he will come out on top in the fight. Hunter's Fury with a chance to do a large amount of damage, and Jamelinho will fall for it. That keeps things level, at least for now. And with a deep trip in position, they are going to bypass what is the majority of this defense. In fact, they are all committed to A.
Absolutely perfect. Of course, Westside left to use that ultimate. The only corpse that they had was towards the A site, and now, even when they broke his trip, he didn't go back. They were comfortable that we have to pop the ult, we have to play the retake. Monster down below is being revealed. The nade to deal damage as he gets out, but get out he does. Fizzy sticks around. He's in trouble here, or maybe not. Fizzy.
But GX stand in their way.
Go, go, go!
Oh, Eintracht on the early flank. 3 players already pressing the back lines. Breaking the trip and sending net back to, well, rip one of their heads clean off. That's Monster. We talked about having that solid first half. He's been dealt with early on in the pistol. Eintracht still looking to break their way back in, but it's a little fragmented. Fizzy on his own goes down. Musashi a little further behind, eventually finds that trade. A second in his hands, but 3 more needed. He has a good idea. He's trying to bait Ara out, at least he was.
That's a sign to come. I am a little bit nervous for him. This is the aggression I'm talking about, though. The potential to go for those contact level plays. Even still, Fizzy sat in the corner. Jamelinho swings wide. That's so aggressive. And now with Fizzy alone with the judge in the corner, it's something you expect them to check. Okay, never mind. Well, I feel like it's the most obvious corner in the map, but we move on.
Yeah, well, that's a big upgrade for Fizzy. Got himself a rifle now. Musashi down to 5 HP. Monster caught TPing back. It's an uncomfortable one indeed. Eintracht, a man down. A chance here for Fizzy. Unfortunately, although they could see Ara's leg, they haven't been able to convert onto him. And now the info is there.
Flash. 80 on him. Hold it. 80 close, 80 close. 1 CT. Don't stop inside. We have it. Yo, Jesse, yo, someone can play it. Someone can play it.
Yeah.
You have link for me?
I'm gonna play for.
Guys, I play behind the box. Nice, nice. Droning city, boys. I cannot break.
I'll fight off you, Ara. I'll fight off you.
I see the cross to side, boys, okay?
Minus 80 Cypher.
I see the cross to side.
Yup, I'm off you. Buddha.
Sova city.
You can hold from the box, I'm picking off you.
80 on Cypher. Blind. Play time.
Outlink maybe, Ara.
In the link smoke. Look, hold it. In the link smoke.
In the side.
80 on Cypher.
On side.
They tap, guys. Keep going.
1K. 1K.
Off, chill.
Chill. Bait me.
Yes. Everybody Buddha. We're okay.
Yeah. Just play time, guys. Play time.
Jesse, never peek. Never peek.
Yeah, I'm not. It's fine, just keep sucking it, fucking Tara.
What goes first?
Well, Musashi's brought it down to a 1v2. It seems doable. He'll tap the spike to draw them in, but I think made a step just after. Flickless. Well, he doesn't have a gun at all as he gets shot at, but out comes the stinger. And that is quite a sting, quite a blow to GX. Shock dart in, that's a lot of damage. And that's a little bit more, down to 68. Westside's having a rough day. I feel like every shock dart that comes near him lands on him, sometimes through no fault of his own. A plant found, but honestly, with Westside low and a man advantage to work with, this looks like a real opportunity for Eintracht to put a stop to GX's momentum.
No ults to play with. The weapons also low. That's what makes it that bit tougher. Paranoia set up. They need to try and close the gap. They need to try and clear Ara from this close corner. They've not done it. They've given him an opportunity immediately.
The first time in a while, stepping forward to look for this battle. The spams leave him low, but alongside Monster, it's enough to take Ara down. Man advantage for the defense. The only problem here is Fizzy does not have a way out. He's now surrounded. There's a smoke out in spawn. No one's here to help him. The Trips not even in a position to stop them as they exit this choke point, yet still Fizzy finds one, does damage onto another. Ult through for Monster, and he's through as well! Through with this!
Break point as their opponents. But as you said it, that was a monster round. Just using his own ultimate, breaking through.
To look for mid-control. Both teams running into each other at this moment, but they don't know about Monster with the Hunter's Fury going through. They might step into his lair as Monster, the beast that he is, takes another triple. GX, they thought they had the upper hand, but when it came time to cash it in, Monster was standing in their way, and he hasn't gone anywhere. The drone will send him forward once more. And now with the spike under their control, Eintracht seem to have this round cracked. Monster will be caught out though. The peek on the back of the reveal has drawn his eye for long enough. 3v2, GX still have a chance.
Fizzy, he's been a nuisance on this side of the map. all the way since the pistol. He's been a survival artist. 15 seconds left. He's just waiting, and he doesn't connect the shot. Net is faster.
10 seconds left.
Monster seem to have ended this round, but GX have still got enough fight in them. So many angles to clear. That's the problem of this site. Many cubbies, hidey holes, and you can see both players sat within them. The cam even going to get a little bit of additional information. Net might just go unchecked. We've already seen this once or twice. Off angles being the difference maker. The dark, they're walking straight through.
Against the odds and refuse to falter. But this time around, it was too much of an ask. Jamelinho, the hero of old, back anew. And he's given them a man advantage.
And there's some weaknesses in this. That's why you're still seeing a proactive defender, maybe hoping to even get the gun that has been sacrificed for those 2 kills. Flickless instead trying to defend it. Actually, maybe trying to force azury out of position. It's a good spam from Jesse.
At least sits on this trip all round. He could catch them completely unaware. 12 seconds. A plant is undeniable at this point. And the flank coming through from Musashi. Oh, Hunter's Fury. Oh, it was close to closing the round, but a little too late. Won't find the kill, and the trip's been broken. They should know about Net now, at least, but they don't seem to. They're completely unaware. It was the ult that put it down and allowed Net to slip through.
Molly set for the post plant. Again, the goal is to try and buy time before need be the hero of the last round. May just be the villain
to come through. Although no such flank.
Oh, the post plants have been good. Maybe that's why Jamelinho wants to try and get ahead of this. Ult being used, a chance maybe Finn to get a kill. This is an awkward position, and eventually he will get one. It's left to the 2v2. Flickless with 4 already in the round. Wants to try and close this out as Fizzy, who's had a good map, but this is not the gun for this, not the weapon of his choosing. A chance for the ace, but instead it's more important to just hold that line. The tap trying to bait them in, trying to hope that they make a mistake on the spams, and maybe they have done. Down to the 1 versus 1, but I don't think he realizes where westside is. The reveal will give him that info, but so